Apple Bites. This is your Apple Bite. Ralph talking to you straight from our show here, Apple Bites, where we take a bite out of the apple and share it with you. And I'm hoping that you guys are ready to get gaming because this is an all gaming spectacular. I'm not sure how I'll put all this together because if I tried to do it on purpose, it would not happen. And believe me, I tried to do a couple of specialty shows and those are crazy, just crazy. As you can see, we have a plethora of people here with a bunch of gaming experiences, and we are going to be talking gaming, a lot of gaming,
all gaming,
exactly. All right, you know what? We're going to jump right into this because we looks like we're going to have a lot of topics to talk about, and you know what, Justin? Why don't we start with you?
Sure. Thanks for having me on the show, Ralph. By the way. Lewis, I remember meeting you at the last convention.
Yep.
Drew, we kind of met beforehand, but Heroes of Evermore, I'm so sorry, I don't know your name.
No worries, it's Morgan.
Morgan. Cool. Well, it's nice to meet you guys. I am Justin. I am with a company called Hello Dorkness. You would not be surprised probably to find out how many people have to sing Hello Dorkness, my old friend, whenever they come by our tables at booths. But we have a couple of products. We have what's called a Year of RPGs, and Ralph's got it up on the screen there too. A Year of RPGs is 12 holiday-themed one-shot adventures, one for each month of the year for whatever holiday takes place in that month. So we have little one-shot adventures with about 3 pages of rules, 3 pages of walkthrough. So things that are light on rules, heavy on fun, and then very focused on whatever the holiday is that takes place in that month. So the inspiration for this kind of came from, I don't know if any of you guys have ever played 10 Candles before. Anybody ever played 10 Candles?
No, I've never heard of that.
No. Yeah.
10 Candles is like it is like one of the most fun role-playing games that I've ever played. It is a very dark, macabre game where it is dark, the lights have gone out, and something is in the darkness, and something is trying to get you. And the whole point of the game is it's a horror survival game where in the end, everybody ends up dying. And the whole point of the game is to tell a fun story and to tell a creative story rather than trying to win or lose. And I loved that idea of telling a creative story without winning or losing, but I didn't like the idea of all the macabre darkness of it. So I was like, how do I take that and make it kind of like a little bit more fun, a little bit more friendly, a little bit more like goofy? So I was like, I could do holidays. So I had an idea where I was like, well, me and 4 of my friends, we could all write a one-shot. If we all write 3 of them, we can get a year's worth in there. And then, 3 of the guys didn't do their part of the assignment, and I ended up doing everything. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do all the holidays. So stemming from the idea of like 10 candles, you literally play by candlelight as part of a mechanic of the game. And I liked that aspect of like, it's not just dice rolling. There's something else to it. So the first holiday that I thought of was Valentine's Day. I was like, what would be cool is if you're trying to ruin people's dates, you're going to play a bunch of angsty teens that hate love, and you want to ruin dates. So in this adventure, you're trying to ruin dates while Cupid is shooting you with arrows. As a mechanic of the game, you'll actually take a bottle and you'll spin it, and whoever it lands on is who Cupid has struck with an arrow, and now that person is in love with another person because they got struck with an arrow. So whoever you spin the bottle on, that's who your character is now in love with in the game. So you're trying to ruin dates for people, and all the while you kind of are in love with this person. You're trying to impress them, but still trying to ruin love. And it becomes just like a wacky, fun adventure for everybody involved.
That sounds like a blast.
I like those like little like one-shot adventures where it focuses more on story and like not about like campaigning it. And I was streaming, I did something similar where I called it Horror Dinner Night, where it actually sounds like 10 Candles, I've never heard of, where basically I would invite a bunch of players, I would be the host, and they would have to just survive the night in like this haunted mansion at this dinner. And it would just be about like one night. Whoever survives, survives. Whoever doesn't, doesn't. Like, it's just about having a good time. And I love that kind of premise for what you're doing. So that's really cool.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. And it's something that's like easily digestible, like everybody knows what Valentine's Day is and what a bunch of angsty teens are going to do if there's like a couple having a picnic and they're trying to like, get that kiss on the blanket, and you see a horse and a you're like, I think that I can get that horse to trample their picnic. And then you could see all like the craziness that would ensue to try to ruin that date. But then maybe you fall in love with one of the people on the picnic, and all of a sudden you're like, but wait, maybe I'll just try to intercept and I'll feed that person like a sandwich out of that picnic basket or something.
It's so funny you're saying this because it reminds me of a video that I saw online where this guy made himself as Drew and from Despicable Me, and he got a bunch of minions, and he was like, "Tonight we're gonna destroy my brother's date," and then they all start running through the city to go destroy the date. It's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. I'm like, dude, that's called talk about going into a bit. See, that would work for you.
Yeah, so I mean so the Year of RPGs, that one is super fun. That one, we've gotten really good feedback from people at conventions. So initially I thought it would be good for like a younger audience. And I have had a lot of kids that come back and they say, I played your game, I loved it. Like all the artwork is super cute, super fun. But then I've had like surprisingly people who are in their 60s, like older people that have been like, this is a perfect game for when people can't come to a session and I just need something quick, a nice pick up and play. So it's all about creating the fun at the table. And it's not like you're confined to our version of fun. You're making the story as you go along. So you're getting to create like your version of fun. So a group of 12-year-olds playing as opposed to a group of 60-year-olds playing, they're going to ruin that date in a completely different way. And you're still going to have fun regardless of who your group is.
See, now I want to give you a little bit of praise here because I think you're doing no. And that I think you're doing something here that a lot of people don't do anymore. I feel like every RPG, and I'm guilty of it myself with the ones I'm working on, is they're always centered around like, not necessarily bleakness, but like it's always like heavy duty campaigns. Like you've created an RPG system that's designed around fun, and the point of it is to have fun, and not that the other RPGs and stuff aren't fun. It's just I just like that you're doing it differently, and that it's meant to make you smile, it's meant to make you laugh, and it's meant to make you like just create this silly story or as serious, but still have like some kind of like fun theme to it rather than everything being bleak like everything that's coming out is. So I just want to give you praise on that, dude. That's awesome, and I love that you're doing that because there's not enough of that out there.
Thanks, Drew. I appreciate that. And that's kind of like where it stems from, because for me, I like the dark stuff. I think it's so much fun. But I was like, I've played like a lot of different games like Dread and 10 Candles and Kids on Bikes. And I'm like, but where's the stuff? Like there are the ones that are out there like Trash Pandas and like all these different games where I'm like, these are fun and goofy. But I always liked the idea of the story having some sort of a conclusion. And a lot of what I was seeing in some of the games that I was playing is like the stories are fun, but as a DM, I was always finding that it just kind of petered off without me being able to get to a conclusive ending. So a lot of the games that I have in here, you are going to conclude your adventure in some way, shape, or form. So spoiler alert, at the end of the Valentine's Day one, if you play the session and you're able to ruin enough dates, that increases your likelihood of not falling in love at the end of the game. If you don't ruin enough dates, there's a chance that you're going to fall in love with some character from the game and get married, and then you technically lost.
That's awesome. I dig that.
That sounds great.
That's
I love
fun.
it.
It's different.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, and then we have a couple others. We have a Let's Quest, which is your quintessential introductory to D&D, as simple as you can get. All of our rule systems are basically a D6 system, and the DM, you'll roll a D6, a 1 through 3, your action fails, and the DM tells you how you fail. A 4 through 6, you succeed, and you describe your success. So for people that have never played D&D before and are like, I think it's going to be like very complicated, for this, you don't have to worry about a character sheet as much. You're really just going to roll a dice and you're going to say what you want to do, and it either happens or it doesn't happen. And a lot of that idea came from, if you guys ever watch Community, there's the Dungeons and Dragons episode of Community, where Abed is the dungeon master, and he kind of like leads them through this story. And when you're watching, you're like, oh, that's kind of what I want to do. I want to focus on the role play, and I don't want to like be reading a character sheet, because my brother, the first time he played D&D with us, he came into a fighting episode. And I was like, I know my brother is going to love D&D, but he came in on the wrong episode where he was a character and he's like, so what do I do? We're like, you roll dice, add this number. And at the end of the session, he's like, guys, like that wasn't really that fun. We're like, we threw you in on such a bad session, dude. We like ruined his D&D experience forever. So I was like, now I have to redeem myself and create something that he can actually play. So he was kind of my inspiration for making these, because I'm like, I have to give him something where he can focus on the role play and not the crunchy numbers. And then eventually we work our way into that.
Heck yeah. I like that a lot. That's great. Because my wife's always saying that we got to get my son into D&D because he's got such an imagination. And I'm like, D&D's way too complicated for this kid. He's 7. So that's a soon purchase. Thank you.
Awesome. And I'll tell you my last one too, because this was my personal passion project. So this one is called Conundrum Legacy. So all of these go on that same system of a 6-sided dice is all that you need. And then you roll the dice. 1 through 3 action fails, 4 through 6 it succeeds. And this one you're playing as a group of D-list superheroes that are trying to take down a big bad evil villain. And you start off like helping grandmas cross the street and helping get cats out of trees. And then eventually you're going to work your way into fighting some sort of big bad evil guy that you're trying to take down based on your superpowers. So the fun thing about this one is it's kind of based off of, I always loved superheroes, so I knew I always wanted to do a superhero RPG. But I base it off my fantasy football league, where in order to get your heroes and create your heroes, you're doing a draft. So everybody's going to write down just the name of a hero. So you might write down Superman, but spell it Souperman. And then you put that name in the pile. And then there's 5 different names if the 5 of us are playing. And then you would basically draft to see which superhero you want to grab. And then you'll grab that name and you develop your powers based on the name of the person that you picked up. So if you got Superman, maybe your power is to concoct soup out of thin air. When me and my buddies played, my one friend, his name was Spaghetti About It, and he can create spaghetti out of his fingers and he could cry marinara. So we had an incredible time seeing how his powers would adapt throughout. It takes you across 5 different sessions. And at the end of the 5th session, everything kind of concludes where you fight that big bad. But in the beginning, he was just kind of shooting like little noodles, and they were kind of like limp noodles. And by the end, he was like shooting marinara and like using his hands to like blast them off the ground and stuff. And it just becomes like this wild, wacky adventure.
That's awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Love it.
I'm Sicilian, so I already cry marinara. I don't know. Some form of superpower.
I love it, dude.
My son would absolutely love that. That's great.
Yeah, and this one, last thing I'll say about it, I am developing a board game, not a board game version of it, but a card game version of it. So the simplest way to put it would almost be like picture Cards Against Humanity, not in the way that you play it, but just in the sense that there's cards. And this would be as introductory to a role-playing game as I feel like you could get. So what you would do is you'd have one pile of superheroes, and then each one of us would get a superhero. And then you get what's called a conundrum, which is your cat is stuck in a tree, or there's an elderly woman trying to cross the street, or something along those lines. And then as a group, you're trying to either get 6 successes or 4 failures to help get that cat out of the tree or help that woman cross the street. And you're role-playing in a quick little 15-minute session to conclude that adventure. Either you help get that cat out of the tree or you don't. And it kind of takes the pressure off like DMs, because if it's your first time being a dungeon master, it's really only going to be 15 minutes, and either you're getting a cat out of the tree or you're not. So it's almost like a good way to get into the genre that's not super intimidating, that if you didn't like it, you don't like DMing, you're like, okay, that was it. That's it for me. But I did like playing a superhero, so I want somebody else to DM, and then they'll just take me through another quick little 15-minute session.
I like it. It's a really nice way or easy way to get people into the first aspect of role playing, and then they can deal with all the other bits and pieces as it comes.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it's really hard to explain to somebody, oh, what's D&D, what's role playing, and and a lot of people jump into the numbers and the rules, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is more like, oh, here's the skeleton. We'll do this, and then as time progresses, you figure the rest of it out.
Exactly. See, you guys get it. And I'm glad like you guys all have the similar mindset too. So when I explain it, I feel like you're all understanding and being like, oh yeah, I do see how like me playing with my friends, that would be such a good time. Because it really is. Like we played all these games with some of our best friends and like we're just laughing the entire time. So I'm like, if I'm having fun, I know other people are going to be having fun.
I gotta say, you're when we saw you at the convention, both times, you have this energy there, and it was fun watching people come over to you, and you I don't know if it was the sell, if it was, but they were really happy when they were there, and they bought your books, and you took pictures of them. It was like a nice experience as well there.
Yeah, my wife, I give her all the credit. I think she's got all the charm. But she had this great idea of joining the hive because our logo is a bee. And actually, in the face of the bee, I might be in reverse, but it's the word hello. So H and then ELLO for the face. Might be backwards,
No.
but you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
And like that's one of the fun things about us is like it's bees, so you join the hive. So she's like, we'll take Polaroid pictures and we'll put them up on a board. And at first I was like, I don't really like getting my picture taken, but maybe some people will like it. And she's like, people are going to love it. So then we started taking pictures and people loved it, and then they'd come back to future conventions and be like, oh look, there's me, I came here last time. And then we had people start signing it because they get so excited just seeing themselves up on the board.
That's a fun way to do it. See, and you make it part of the community. Part of the hive.
I like it. That's a fun idea.
Yes.
Oh, definitely
Yeah,
fun idea.
thank you, guys.
And one of the problems, again, with explaining what we do, is explaining that communal aspect of things. Because when people have these pictures of what we do, they usually have these pictures of whatever they've seen on TV, whatever somebody has told them about it. And it is not that. It can be that, but it's not that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell the people where they can find you and look for all this beautiful stuff so they can go look for you.
Yeah, for sure. So if you remember the name, Hello Dorkness, it's just hellodorkness.com. Right now, the only book that's on there is A Year of RPGs, because me and my wife, we just moved to a new house. So we were talking about it earlier, how like life gets in the way. We just moved to a new place. We found out that she is pregnant, so we're expecting in the middle of the summer. So all these other things kind of, thank you. So all these things kind of happen at once where I was like, all right, I'm going to put these other ones up on the website. I just have to clean the garage first. I just got to unbox some of the things in the house first. So I'll get to it.
Yeah, folks, we've run into them twice now at the Cradle of Aviation, two different things. Are you guys going to be there for at Long Island Tabletop?
I think that we are, yes.
Cool.
We have a couple conventions scheduled for this year, so that's one of them that we have. We have Page coming up actually next weekend, or this weekend. So that's in Philadelphia. We are close to Philly. We're probably about 40 minutes out, but it's the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo, which has all role-playing games. So if anybody's interested and close by, it's a really cool event. I did the first one last year, and it's like right up my alley. If you're looking for any sort of like weird, quirky RPGs, or just like they have all events and stuff there too. So they have a bunch of dungeon masters that are running different sessions. It's a really cool event to go to.
Page, right?
Page, yep.
We have our friends from It's Getting Dicey, who are guys with dices and other beautiful gaming stuff who are going to be there. He was telling me, and he goes, "Oh, Page." I'm like, "What's Page?" And he was trying to explain it to me. So I'm happy I'm hearing you're saying it too. Also, when you're there, go say hi to the guys from It's Getting Dicey. They have some fantastic stuff. Yeah, it's dangerous, man, because I always end up leaving with some.
That's always how it goes. You go to these shows and you're like, oh man, I want to buy every single thing that I see.
Oh.
Yeah, I might be there next year. I was invited to run last year and invited to run this year, but I've been so busy with everything that I haven't been able to make it. But I want to go because Philly's not that. I mean, it's not that far for me. It's a few-hour drive. So I think maybe 2027 that might be on the calendar for me to go and actually do something.
It's a great event. I think you'd love it. You'd fit right in too, Drew.
Big nerd.
big nerd. I mean, they don't come much bigger than us, right? Guys with glasses that are old that are making sounds when they're bending over. Like
Uh,
my knees hurt, my back hurts.
That happened off camera. Don't bring that up.
No, it's funny you said it too, and I was like, I've spent the last like week and a half moving things in my garage, and I'm like, if I bend over, my legs are killing me. So I'm
Oh
making
my
these,
God.
I'm making all the same weird noises.
You take the stairs one step at a time. And
That's
you're like,
right.
what am I doing with my life? Why am I 43?
That's what always bugs me out when the young people are like, "Why are you making so many noises?" I'm like, "You'll know eventually. You'll know soon enough."
You're
Yeah.
not there.
And they go, "I would never know." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever. You can tell yourself."
Listen, I was one of those people, man. I never thought I was going to get old, and then here I am. I got aches and pains, but listen, I'm definitely in better shape than my parents were at 43. But
I agree.
age is creeping up on me, according to my optometrist. That's why I need to wear glasses now.
Young at heart, buddy.
That's exactly it.
Oh man. So now it's time for some heroes of Evermore.
Bum, bum.
Bom, bom, bom.
Exactly.
Never heard.
I'm going to start off with the two new guys. So Justin and you are the two new guys. So why don't you tell the people all the good stuff? Give them the spiel.
Awesome. Well, Justin, thanks for laying all that out. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you, man. And yeah, so Heroes of Evermore, we are, it stemmed from a homebrew campaign in my garage. And so been doing it for 6 years now, DMing and 2 campaigns, both around 2 year time frame. In between that, essentially, my love of fantasy came from growing up going to, as most of ours did, right? Growing up going to Ren fairs, going to cons, and playing, board games, Risk, making my own Risk type game with my own lands and stuff. So love it. I'm talking with my hands as I'm talking with my hands on the screen. Thanks, buddy.
See, at least you know that
Told you,
you're consistent.
told you I'm Italian. It's just I can't put them
Oh,
down.
let's not mix and match. You're Sicilian, bro. You're not
Yeah,
Italian.
that's right. That's right.
I'm Nabladan. Don't even get in there.
Oh, you want a sauce battle? Let's do this.
Any day. Any day.
Nona sauce. So, anyways, I would say when people ask what makes me different from other DMs, I'd say my immersion techniques, like breaking down that fourth wall and fully immersing the players at the table with crazy stuff, like from a dragon coming out of the ceiling to legitimately doing the old school WD-40 and fire for a breath weapon, like at the table, not aimed
Whoa.
at the players, but smoke techniques, like just immersing the players as much as possible into the world, and that includes backstory as well as lore drops. But I just love it. I have a true passion for storytelling. I found out that is my creative outlet, and I can go in there and and I love DMing more than I love playing. I've had my bout at playing plenty. My first time playing D&D was, I don't know, like 3.5 edition. I was 20 years old, so around 17 years ago, and it was just a blast. I got hooked. I only played 3 sessions and was instantly hooked. So, yeah, it's just branched from there, and we started playing our campaign pre-COVID. This was pre-movie. This was uh, Stranger Things had just started coming out, but like all of this stuff was before Baldur's Gate 3. So when you're asking people like, "Hey, do you want to play D&D?" It's this whole like, "Hey, do you want to play a board game and like drink with friends and like I'll teach you how to play?" It's just that awkwardness, and we got an amazing group together. My wife played in our first campaign.
Nice.
um and go, after the first campaign, if you guys have played, you miss that, right? You're
Oh yeah.
reminiscent, remorseful on that, and you just want to relive it and share it with the world. So I started writing my book, which is our campaign 1. This first book is arc 1, and it's a published fantasy adventure novel, and everything in it is what the characters chose to do. So I gave them co-authorship in the back of the book, and it's been such a journey these last couple of years, showcasing that and sharing that with people and getting them hyped and excited, doing readings. And yeah, so it's really just launched into this. We have merch. We met people throughout the community, started a convention through this. Really quick, though, before I get into convention running, I have to give praise to Team Drew's Basement because he recorded the audiobook. His sexy voice is reading our book.
No.
And it's Chef's Kiss. I cannot wait to share it. It has been delayed upon delayed. So you guys right here hold me accountable. This year, we are launching the audiobook with Team Drew's Basement. It's gonna
Launch,
happen.
launch it by March 7th, which is
March.
first day. So
Yes, lit. Let's go. I will aim to do that. Yeah, so what I'm doing is
Yeah, because
overlapping.
if you do it, he's gonna be over there in Long Island tabletop, and he can be like, "Look at me."
Yes.
listen to me.
Yeah, listen to me in your ear holes. Yes. No, yeah, and that's so what I'm doing is overlaying our sponsor from campaign 2 who did all the music, background music, Nerdiest Maximus, amazing guy. And overlaying that over the audiobook. So when they're in the tavern and his voice is like echoing through your ears, then you hear the mugs clinking faintly in the background and the strumming of a guitar. And it's my brain and the immersion that I was talking about that I want to implement. So excited. March, what'd you say, 7th?
March 7th is the first day of Lit. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what I can do.
And I'll be at Lit too, so I can do stuff.
Yes.
This is what they call network.
Exactly. Like straight from Long Island tabletop. Here is the premiere of
Yes.
More.
Audiobook. Oh yeah. Yeah, some of your stuff, Drew, just gives me chills. I love it. It's so good. But yes, so that from all of this community building, which our community is amazing. The TTRPG I can speak specifically to community, D&D, fantasy loving, such good people for the most part. There's always your bad eggs, but for the most part, are good people, and that has stemmed into a TTRPG convention here in Southern California, where I'm at, and it has. This second year we just had in October, second annual, probably about 300 plus attendees. We had 30 crafter vendors. We had live plays on a professional grade stage where we did recordings for all the people doing live plays, speaking. Our guest of honor was Luke Gygax. So the son of D&D himself was there signing,
Wow.
running games with people at the table. Like, what an honor it was. And yeah, and the Critical Role's painter was there. Iron Tusk Painting, showing people how to paint, how he does for Critical Role. And a plethora of other amazing creators in the space. So that was a 2-day event. This year we probably won't do 2 days again, but it was insane. If convention planning just breaks you, it is so insane. And it's this labor of love, you have to do from such a giving heart for the community, which that's the reward, like seeing the community come together and make connections. And, Drew, you were just saying how with Fishbowl Print Studios, you met through there.
Yep, and they've been helping me out on my project. They're absolutely great people. Arthur Fitch and his wife.
Yeah. Shout out to them. They were our campaign 2 terrain sponsor at the end, and jumped into Mystic Con as well. And so amazing. Just good, a testament to good people in the space. So yeah, that is, gosh, there's always something going. I have tons of collabs I'm working with creators in the space, always open to more, but just wanted to share that fantasy love with everyone we can. So
I gotta
yeah,
say,
buddy.
that is a huge jump from what you're doing to a con. It's not even a small jump. It's and a 2-day one at that, because most people start with 1 day.
Well, the first one was 1 day. I was there. I flew out.
Also, so you did it right. You did 1, and then you did 2, but now you want to go back to 1.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the 2 was great. We wanted to expand doing first time doing live plays to fit as many people as we can. These 3-hour live plays on stage, and we did, of course, panels, a bunch of panels too. But fitting in, you can only do so many, even with 2 days. So yeah.
I gotta say, like, I enjoy the cons, the tabletop cons, but it as somebody who's trying to cover it, I barely got to see anything Drew was doing at tabletop. This time I'm trying to make sure that I'm at the table to at least enjoy one of his.
Well, listen, buddy, a Weather Dragon is coming back, and I'm using this table again. So it's gonna
fantastic!
Let's go. Yeah, year one we at MysticCon we had his Weather Dragon table as our VIP table, and it was
Ooh.
beautiful. It just worked out. We had a client out here, and he came, and it was great.
And that's actually where I met Weather Dragon, was at Mysticon.
No way, dude.
Yeah, that's where we met for the first time, and since then we live close enough to each other that
Yes.
that he can drive up for when we're on a tabletop for the weekend, and then in the morning, like me and him, we go get breakfast together, we BS, then we go
Nice.
set up for the day.
Dude,
Yeah, so he's coming to Lit both days again. So that's gonna
perfect. Perfect. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love it.
fantastic tables, man. You know, if I had the money, I'd have one.
So little tidbit. I don't know when you say you don't have the mic, because I know his main line is very expensive. He's actually coming out with a wargaming table, so to speak, that also works as an RPG table, and it's significantly cheaper.
Oh,
I'm
really?
talking $5-6 cheaper.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it still has inserts that you can put down over it and everything. It's nice. It's really nice.
Oh man, can't
I'm
wait.
gonna have to talk to him about that.
Yeah, seriously, talk to him. Talk to him when he comes up here. See what because he'll be here, and he actually has a booth this year at Lit instead of just displaying in my area. So
That's
that
a
game.
good idea. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to steal from you, Morgan. I just wanted to let people know.
it's all
Um,
connected.
We're geeking out, dude.
But basically, this year I'm gonna be running. So, Ralph, you were there last year. We have this own room essentially in the bunch of because it's in an aerospace museum. We have our own room there, which is Weather Dragon Teams Drew basement setup.
Oh,
Where this year it's going to be the Weather Dragon table I'm going to be running every session on, and then next to that's going to be the Plague Throne Wazdeck table, all in the same room.
nice.
And then he's going to also have a booth in the vendor area where he's going to have the smaller gaming table there, and I'm going to set up a whole Wazdeck setup on that table too, so people can see everything and see the table and use. It's going to be really awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
That's epic.
Oh, dude, bring your camera, man. It's going to be.
Well, you know that's gonna be there.
Well, I definitely bring the video camera because Mike has requested that I speak 8 languages in my horror game instead of 7 this time. So,
What's the 8th language going to be?
I'm actually thinking about doing Aramaic for the 8th one.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an original horror RPG, and last Lit, they encountered a girl who was possessed by 7 different demons, and each one spoke a different language.
That's cool.
Amazing.
And it really messed up the players, but it was fun to do.
I gotta say, it messed up the players, but it was fun.
But to bring it all together now, this all happened because I flew out to California for MysticCon 1. I met him. I met Fishbowl Studios, who's been helping me print some stuff for my game. Obviously, I met Morgan, which gave me the opportunity to do an audiobook. It's been going to that MysticCon 1 definitely opened up a lot of fun doors for me. So
Awesome.
That's what you want to hear, and that means that Mysticon is doing the right thing, and that means it's doing the right thing, and it's only been done 2 years, so that says a lot about you, buddy.
Thanks, man. No, it's definitely my co-founder and I, Chris, the Forever DM. We definitely came at it with a heart wanting to make connections in that community, for others to make connections and to share that love. So, yeah, we've heard great, replies from people that they felt like, even you, Drew, were saying you didn't know anybody, but you felt like you knew people at the con, and that's what we carried over to year 2 as well.
yeah. Well, space. I call her Space Moves, but it's time traveler DM or whatever.
Yeah.
We had met for the very first time at MysticCon 1, and I want to say within an hour, her and Vlad the Impala, her friend that lives out in California, they were buying me beers and we were joking around. No sense of stranger danger came into my head that I learned my whole life growing up when I got in their car after the con and we went to a bar that I had no idea where it was. But we went and I didn't get murdered, so I guess it's all right.
It's good.
But no, it was great. I met them. I met what was that? Oh God, I have their sweatshirt and I can't think of the name of it. The Magic Brewing Company or whatever.
Magic Brewing?
The brewery that
you're talking about Battle Mage.
Battle Mage Brewery, yeah. I got to meet all those people. That was a lot of fun. And I got to see their whole after convention thing, which was they hosted everybody there. You got to see how they do their campaigns. You got to drink their beer. and they didn't charge us a dime. It was crazy.
It was awesome.
See, that says a lot, brother.
So this means that for MysticCon 2027, I'm going to be a celebrity guest, and you're going to fly me out, and I'm going to go get more free games. And it's going to be.
See, at least he gave you a whole year to do it.
Yeah.
Wait, Drew, do you get a +1? If you do, you want to take me?
You can take me +1 this year.
Yeah, for sure.
See, everybody's lining up now. I gotta say, I've heard good things, and it's funny how small this circle is, because every time I turn around, there's somebody else that we know together, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yep, it is.
I don't even remember how you and I started talking, Morgan. I think it was just one day online. We just kind of like liked each other's stuff, and then we just started chatting, and it was just
Instagram. Like what, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, like when I first started, you were like first starting, and like we just started chatting, and I think for the most part we've regularly kept in touch since then. Like I don't think it's been really time. I think we usually check on each other once in a while, like just to see how we're doing.
Yeah, real life stuff, gaming stuff. And then I followed your stream for a bit and continue to do so anytime you do. But I remember you running your game live. Yeah. It's been such a journey since then. You think back to all the stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's things have definitely changed over time.
Yeah, but good stuff. Yeah.
You got Hobbit babies, I got barbarian babies. It's all crazy.
Yep. They're all raging at the same time.
Some are just smaller than others. My kids are behemoths. They gotta chill out, bro.
Yeah. I love it.
So tell the people where they can find you and all the good stuff, because people want to go check you out and see this or hear this new book coming out. Well, they both can do both, see and hear.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just got a new artist for our character art. So I may be shifting up the cover. This could be 3rd edition. Drew, you have a 1st edition signed copy. But shout out to Chris Daly, Dungeon Heads. He's the art director for Beatles and Grimm, who's done work and gotten approved from Pathfinder, Darrington Press, Dungeons and Dragons, for his artwork through Beatles and Grimm, which was phenomenal to have him bring our characters to life. And that's going to be ramping up for this audiobook launch, which is going to be March 7th. And we, you can find us Linktree. Keeping everything simple for my own sanity. I know as a business owner, you should hit all the things for the SEO purposes, but I'm just doing Instagram, and you can find everything there. Linktree to my book, and then all of our sponsors. We had 18 sponsors for campaign 2 from around the world, which helped elevate our table from terrain to minis, music, candles, everything I can do to immerse the players. So go get discounts on all that sweet stuff in there. And that is it. That is me.
That is good. And of course, as you heard, folks, now why you want to go, because we want to go. We want to go. We want to hang. We want to hear what he's doing. We want part of the table.
Let's go.
If we go next year, Ralph, you and I will just take an Uber to the airport together, and we'll fly out together, bro.
Now you're just tempting things. All right, Lewis, why don't you tell the people all the good stuff, all the beautiful stuff, and how they can get some items?
Yeah, of course. Ralph, thanks again for having me on. It's always a pleasure. I always love when you come around. You always take the best film and content for the booths, and just you killed it at the last show too. Like you were on everyone's table, everyone's booth. I think I saw more content from your page than I did from the Festival of Games main page itself. So that was really awesome. Yeah, well, I just kept seeing your content just kept coming up, so that was great. Well,
that's good to hear. That's lovely to hear.
Yeah. So hello, loot lovers. I am Lewis. I am the founder of ItemGet, also known as the Loot Master. Titles. So I run ItemGet, which is the one-stop shop for all of your fragrance and fortune, loot and luxury, D&D inspired goods. this includes things like candles, air fresheners, bath bombs, our new line of fragrances, and they all have mystery gifts inside, whether that be sets of dice, D20s, magic rings with stat cards, our new miniatures with stat cards as well, and our brand new rugs that actually feature the mix, which actually it's here right now. You can actually see the mimic here.
Oh, wow. I'll put you up.
Nice passive perception roll there. There we go.
That's just dangerous, man.
Oh, I need that. No, I'm looking for a new rug for my little gaming area set up behind me that you see. I'm looking for a rug, and that's
beautiful,
sexy.
right?
And so this is part of the new collection. We have 4 different colors of them in blue, purple, and green, and the red here. And then also a couple other different designs. Some really, really cool stuff. I have a show coming up this weekend in Schenectady called the Nightmare Expo, which is an oddities market, which is typically not my demographic, but us nerds, there's a Venn diagram of interest. So, oh yeah, there's a good image of the different colors there. And this is just the Mimic collection. We have a lot of other designs as well that we'll be rolling out in the next couple of weeks. So it's something new for us. We really like to try to find how to elevate your gaming space. And, it started with, the candles that come with the, the liquid core mystery D20s inside, because the best part of the adventure is to loot for treasure at the end.
Yeah.
And moved on to that into the bath bombs, which are in this beautiful packaging here. And these actually have a full set of mystery dice inside.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, listen, a little soap and surprise never hurt anyone. Just watch out with those D4s. They're a little dangerous.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, what you want is all of a sudden you're playing with a candle, and all of a sudden you got a whole set of dice that when you finish the candle, you're like, oh my God, look at this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Are you going to get Long Island tabletop? Because I need to know if I need to save money now.
I will be at tabletop. There was this, I'm so bad about planning, and I had thought that I missed the sign up, and I'm writing to the organizer, Joel, and I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry, I completely missed this. And then I'm checking all my stats at the back, and I was like, oh wait, I applied for this months ago and I just completely forgot about it.
Nice. So you'll be all right, cool. I'll come visit.
I was like, well, I don't think I'm actually gonna be there. I was like, oh no, wait, delete. I'll be there. Are
you gonna have rugs there?
I have rugs there. Debuting this weekend at the show. I'll have 3 different samples, and then I'll have my iPad that you can look through. I'm working with the manufacturer now so that I can have printed samples so that you can actually see them.
Yeah.
And then we also have the new fragrance line that we just rolled out. So we have these new fragrances. I have 6 new fragrances. They are all unisex parfums inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Each one does come with a mystery miniature and stat card. We have 20 different miniatures and stat cards that you could possibly get in each of your packages. Our diffusers, we have 5 different diffusers here. Again, the new packaging for this, and those actually come with the mystery magic ring and stat card as well. So all ready for your D&D campaigns. So we're really expanding the loot line. It started with the mystery D20 and the candle, and it just grew from there. So
I gotta say, he does an excellent experience. When you're there at the cons, it makes you feel like you're walking into a D&D inspired game area. And let me. I think I have it. It should be the next one. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I really like immersive experience. People are all the time. They're brought in. They're like, "Oh, we saw your little flickering lanterns, and we hear the music, and it smells so nice in here." So. And then I'm always dressed as I'm at a Renaissance fair, greet adventurers in as they come. Sometimes we run a little small convention fetch quests and that sort of thing just to help bring in the immersion. And, I love talking to adventurers, new and old, especially the new ones, the ones that are like, I really want to get into D&D,
Yeah, I will say, Lewis, your presentation is awesome.
Yeah.
At the last event, when I saw you, I was like, all of your stuff looks so cool. It did smell incredible. And then just walking by, I was like, I wish I could just buy everything at your table. But you gotta curtail yourself when you go to these things, or you're gonna go broke. But your stuff is very, very nice.
Thank you.
Oh no, I'm coming to Long Island Table. Obviously, I'll be at Long Island Tabletop. I'm there every year, but I'm coming this year to your booth with intent for my wallet. We're good to go.
I gotta say, he did a great job in making the sense, because when they combine together, they form an even better set. Because you were in the middle of all that, and you were like, "Ooh, what's that?"
Yeah. I know. I love it. People come in and we all know that ubiquitous, scent of the convention, and people come in and like, need a reprieve. Stand here. So people like to come and take a short rest.
Yeah. Completely agree. It was nice smelling in there. And again, your presentation on everything, because you're not just like doing this. You really dive into it, from inviting people in as if they're in a D&D game themselves, to the fact that like all your stuff has like little bits and pieces. Loot. It has loot with it, because I've seen other people do what you're doing, but you just get the perfume, or you just get the candle, or you don't get anything with it.
Right.
Yeah, and that little mystery, that's what people love.
Yeah, it's sort of like one of my most favorite things as a kid was the cereal box prize.
Oh,
that's where it really comes down to. I was like, how can I put stuff inside stuff? I want the surprise. But I have adult money and I want to be able to display it later. So it's
you got to do like the Russian doll. Then inside of the dice is an even smaller dice.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful. And the video doesn't even do it justice. And then, he was saying, I'm going to improve this. I'm like, you're going to improve it?
Yeah. So we're looking at doing some more immersive things, some things the conventions won't let us do. Like I can't have, a dragon head spewing out fog. So that. We tried once, but they were like, you can't. You're setting off for smoke alarms. So they were like,
oh, that's too bad. That's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
I tried asking at San Diego Comic-Con when I was running games. I asked if I could bring a smoke machine just for like player immersion, not the whole dragon head. And even that, they were like, no, the fire marshal's going to jump all over you.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny that you say that, because I've actually seen that when somebody was using a smoke machine in an enclosed space, and the fire department got called.
Oh,
yep.
So it's true.
It's just a little dragon. A dragon never.
Theater of mind, guys. Theater of the mind. Just imagine
yeah.
Can you imagine the rug on the floor and the smoke billowing from the mouth of the mimic?
Could you imagine the phone call from the fire department? Yeah, we got a dragon that's setting things on fire at this convention.
Yeah, be great. Be great. Just do a big backpack of dry ice, and just have it right in the middle.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if they'll stop you doing the dry ice.
They might. It's New York. Weird. Long Island is crazier. So.
Like ice goes outside.
I gotta say, I love the Cradle of Aviation. It's a character in the convention itself. As you can tell from watching the video that we shot with Lewis, it just like adds to it.
Yeah, it's a great space.
True. When we were coming in, if you see in the trailer, you see that little video with him at the table. It just it adds to it.
Yeah, it's a great ambiance there. It really is. Like, I made a joke about it because my first year ever running, like when it first became its own thing, separate from Long Island Retro.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was like a big kid because I was running D&D under an F-14 Tomcat, and I was like, this is everything. This is my childhood. This is amazing. I'm running D&D under Top Gun. I made it. Yeah, that was it. Really does. It's a really cool thing. I like it a lot.
I have to give you credit, Lewis, as well, because we run into each other a couple times last year, which was a pleasure for me, because like usually I'll see you once, and we saw each other at what was it, Anime NYC.
Anime NYC, yeah, that's a
and
fun
you had
show.
a beautiful setup there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. And next year or this year it'll be bigger.
Oh, so you're gonna be at Anime NYC again?
I'll be at Anime NYC again. I'm sorry.
When is that Anime NYC?
August.
August, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you right now. Go ahead, Lewis. Keep talking. I'll let you know.
No, so then a couple big shows. PAX East returning again this year, which is great. Doubled the size of that booth, so that'll be a bigger presence. Really excited for that. Loved the new clients that we got from just the new fan following that we got from that. A lot of people from the past just like, oh, you're gonna be at PAX again, or you're gonna be back at PAX again. So that's really exciting to always get that sort of loyalty that that when you get fans, that's a really, really heartwarming experience.
Yeah, and that's a good thing, because I've seen people look for you, or I've heard people actually mention, oh, you know who's here, or do you think they're going to be here? So that's a good thing.
It is, and it's so humbling too. Like it's literally every day I'm like, oh, I don't belong here. I'm so, because this is just me. I'm one guy. This is all me. Like I have my friends that I hire to help out, but it's sometimes you're like, oh, why would anyone want my stuff? You're just one guy, just a little guy. I'm just a little guy.
Let's see. So Anime NYC is August 20th to the 23rd.
Hit me up, bro. Maybe I'll go in for a day with you.
I'll hit you up. It's a great convention. They have a lot of good anime, and there's a lot of D&D gaming in it, which there's an interesting mixture, and it's been happening for a while, where D&D and I guess because of the fantasy aspect of anime, they kind of weave into each other.
So thing, Anime NYC in the new gaming section. So there was always a gaming section in Hall B. Last year, Play NYC, which is run by Playcraft, and so I know you're familiar with them. They have a new director. She's absolutely amazing. She created a partnership with Anime NYC to have Play NYC sort of sublet an event inside. So that's why there's a much bigger gaming presence down there now. And she's been working really well on making that bigger. Every year it's getting bigger. I've been speaking with her on like how to make like sort of like a D&D tabletop sort of section, and how we can, bring more people downstairs, because, a lot of people don't know the downstairs is there. But every year the numbers grow. So
it's so much fun, because I would tell people all the time, it's like, have you gone down to the gaming section? And we were down there a couple times. We did a couple of videos with a couple of people, and people were like, wait, this is down there? I'm like, yeah, go check it out. And Play NYC was a great event when it was by itself, so I like the fact that they're kind of intermingled now with Anime NYC. Yeah,
absolutely. I've been with NYC since 2019.
Folks,
great,
you gotta be there. Oh man. So one more time, Lewis, where can they find you? Because they want to go looking for you. Now we know a couple of the conventions you'll be at, but where can they look for you? And because they're going to want to buy themselves a Mimic rug.
Yeah, of course. You can find the rugs and all of the other hidden loot luxuries online at www.shopitemget.com. That's shopitemget.com. And then across all socials under the same name, Shop ItemGet.
There you have it, folks. Yeah, and I'm gonna help you out, because I know there's one guy out there that's gonna be like, but Ralph, you didn't put the link in the comment section, so I'm not gonna go look for it. And he says it every time, so I'm gonna put it in the comment section so you guys can go look for it, and then you don't have no excuse.
Exactly.
There you go. So shut up.
Is it me? Am I?
It's so funny how many people think it's them. So I'm just gonna keep it to myself because that's exactly how they sound, actually. Drew, tell the people all the good stuff. Give them the spiel.
Oh God! Hi, I'm Drew. I do Team Drew's Basement. LLC. Hi.
Drew.
Hi, Drew.
Anyone who's seen me on the show before knows I have 1,000 things going on at the same time. Always.
Yes, we do.
Right now, the big thing that I have going right now is the last time I was on here and a couple other online interviews I've done. Wazdeck the Plague Throne is finally here. The miniature one is on pre-order now. Pre-orders are already shipping early. As a matter of fact, shared to my Instagram story, one of my Canadian purchasers, an excellent gentleman, always supportive. Taylor Publications. He pre-ordered some stuff he just got. He posted online. He's super stoked. Loves the minis. Those are already starting to ship out. I've gotten great feedback on people who've received them already. Everyone's getting some cool collector's piece art for the pre-orders too, which again you can see in that story. The rule book right now is with my editor and with my own editing as well. It's 268 pages of content for the game Super Dungeon Explorer. So that quote unquote dead game is being revived right now by this. I'll actually move to the side. You can see the minis up top there, the rulebook down below. That is not what the rulebook is going to look like. That's actually the editor's copy. I did spiral bound just because it was easier to open up and it had the pages blank on the back. 268 pages. It takes a game where you would just go in and play a single dungeon to now you could play a whole campaign, level your characters, play through endgame raids, get a whole story arc. So that's that. That will be at Long Island Tabletop. 2 sessions on the Sunday, actually, Ralph, if you want to complain that.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm making sure I'm at one of these games.
Well, listen, you got to act quick. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm saying
no. That's how it was last time. Remember, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get in. I didn't even get a chance to get in.
Well, I was sold out in 45 minutes for all 5 sessions. It was the same, and it's the same every year. So speaking to what he said before, it's fun. It's a weird feeling when you have like fans of what you're doing. So every year I book out pretty much once pre-registration goes live. I'm usually completely booked out, or only have like 1 seat left in the game. This year, due to popular demand, I'm running Old School Essentials Diablo again, because that was a huge hit last year, especially with the 3D board on the table. They're unpacking orders.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, look at the shirt he's repping. He's an OG fan.
Look at that. That's
yeah. Was thank you, Morgan. Love you. But I'm also running my 2 original TT RPGs that I have refined and fixed up a bunch from last year. I ran them last year at Long Island Tabletop, and they went over so well that I'm running them again this year. And here you go. Here's the Diablo setup on the Weather Dragon table. Oh, on the left, that's my dad. My dad likes to book a seat. There he is at my tables every once in a while to play one of my games. He really enjoys my role playing. But that's the Weather Dragon table. We set up in that same room again. I have 5 sessions. I run every session every year at Long Island Tabletop. And so those 2 original RPGs. One is sci-fi, kind of like it's really kind of open-ended. You can make it Star Trek style, you can make it Warhammer style, you can make it StarCraft, you can make it like Firefly. It's really open. Mass Effect seems to be the common theme everyone likes to run with the system. And then the other one is my horror RPG, which is, for people that don't know, I used to study religions of the world, demonology, and exorcisms in college. And I basically made a horror RPG based around real life scriptures and holy books and demons, and your interpretation of real life on that is open to whatever you believe. But like real scriptures, real reported stories of literature and like holy books from all over the world, all different religions. The game is based on that and fighting those actual things. So there's like a lot of crazy stuff going on with it. It's like a Victorian era steampunk setting, and that's the one where last year I did 7 languages and freaked out the entire table. So I will be doing 8 this year for somehow. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. But a fun little fact is that one is actually going to pick up where it left off last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that's what I got going on with me, really. I mean, right now I'm so immersed in packing these pre-orders and getting them out, and finishing the revisions on the rule set that will be free on PDF for people to download. But if you want a physical copy, you can get an actual book at the convention and eventually online. And that's me. I'm always busy, always doing something, always painting something, building something, designing something. I don't stop.
And folks, he's done a great job at putting all this stuff together.
Thank you. It's been a labor of love. For those that don't know, to nutshell the story, my dad, who you saw in the other video, he had prostate cancer, and to keep his mood up, he loved playing the game Super Dungeon Explorer. And they were supposed to have a game come out where you could campaign it, and they we're not going to get into that, but we're not going to get into that whole history because it sparks a lot of rage. But basically, it didn't come out. Stop showing off. Dude, you're giving away the surprises for Lit.
Hey, they didn't know anything until you said it.
It says it in the description. But
so, what he just said, folks, was that if you go to his Instagram, you can spoil everything for yourself.
Listen, that's a progress pack. They're not going to see the final product in there. But so to keep his spirits up, me and my friends, we'd meet every Thursday or every other Thursday and play Super Dungeon with him. And I just kept writing a campaign rule set for it, just to keep his mind off everything, because it was really hard for him. And a way that I thanked my friends for it was I was like, I'm going to get minis made. I'm going to make rules for these guys for the game where they could basically play themselves in the game based on like their favorite classes in World of Warcraft or whatever, and we'll have fun with it. So I got the first mini made, which was the big bad of the game, Celeste, on her bear. And I posted it online, and the guys who own the IP of Super Dungeon reached out to me like, "Hey, bro, we got to talk." And I was like, "Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. I didn't mean to curse."
I cursed a while ago.
All right, good. I wasn't the first. And so we wound up having a little Zoom meeting, and I met the 2 creators of the game, who, despite everything, are actually really, really nice, solid dudes. I really appreciate them. And they were like, "So what do you plan on doing with this?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I was just keeping it in my basement." Like, "Do you want to put it out?" I'm like, "Yeah, I would love to put it out, but I don't have the license to do that." And they're like, "You do now." and we negotiated, and basically I have an OGL to make my own game, make my own expansion to their game, which is what's happening right now. And 268 pages of content for a game that people were upset that they couldn't play anymore, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm stoked. And it's finally coming out, thank God.
I can't wait to play it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds so cool.
Again, it's an expansion for Super Dungeon, so I've done all I can for you to be able to play it if you don't own Super Dungeon, but you might still need to pick up a core game, which are easy to find on eBay for like $40-$50 now. So it's not.
I think that's what I like about the fact is that you actually try to make it so that if they didn't have the game, they could just pick up your thing and they can do. It's easier to go with.
Yeah, no, that's the whole thing. So the way I designed the game was I've created tiles and I have cards for enemies, and you could proxy anything these days with 3D printers, but
definitely
everything that you need to play the game, anything that's essential from the first game, you could essentially download for free through the Super Dungeon directory that the community's made. So you can play my version of the game and download and print everything you need through that. So it works out well.
How difficult of a process was that for you, taking the world that they had and then creating your own?
Ooh.
Oh God, what a question. we have the time. I mean, it was extremely easy and extremely difficult all at the same time, and that sounds like a lazy answer, but
it kind of makes sense to me though. Just keep going.
Okay. So basically, I didn't try and create my own world. I tried to honor their system and their game and their lore and their IP, and just build off of that. And I think that's one of the reasons that they were really cool with giving me the license to do this, was I wasn't trying to recreate their game or change their game. I was just adding on to it and giving people a way to level their characters and go through a story arc. So I tried to honor that. But on the same token, we've kind of agreed that my whole like story arc and everything that happens in the world is specific to my expansion. Like, it's not quote unquote canon of the game, but it takes place in their world. So like,
Gotcha.
so like the main storyline is happening over here, like with their story, and like that's the main focus. But then all of a sudden, there's a band of heroes who are going through this story arc somewhere else in the world, and that's where I come in. So,
Okay.
but it's funny. I laughed at something you said before, because this has been such an interesting thing where, I mean, I was talking about Fishbowl Studios and Arthur Fish and how they helped me out, which was great. And they've been an absolute godsend helping me out because I made more pre-orders than I expected, which is nice. But I was also cautiously low. I don't know what the proper term is, but I kept expectations low because I was like, it's a niche game and a niche system, and the system's kind of dead. But they actually printed out a bunch of the bigger stuff for me. So, but I will tell you, the reason I laughed was because you were like, yeah, me and, we all did 3 adventures, and then I did all 4. That is literally the story of this game. Like, 268 pages, self-written, self-published, self-laid out. I did all the artwork of the book. The character artwork and item artwork, I did have other artists for, thank goodness, who were fantastic. But all the artwork in the book, the layout, the production, everything has been all me by myself, because so many people are all about it until they have to do work.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta put in an effort to this? No, I'm good, B. See you later.
That's so funny, dude. But you just don't stop. It's like you got all these different projects, but also it's not like you're just writing, you're drawing, you're doing the 3D renders. Like, you're doing a little bit of everything, which is not easy to do at all.
No.
On top of that, I'm also raising 2 little kids.
Hardest part.
Full-time. It's a lot. I don't do anything until the kids are in bed. Like, tonight's an extension. Like, normally I'd be putting my son to bed like a half hour ago, but my wife's like, no, go do the podcast. I got you. I was like, thank you. But
that's cool.
But yeah, no, I'm very much a present dad. Like, I like to hang out with my kids. So my kids are pretty cool for now. When they hit teenage years, I'm sure I'll change my mind. But
yeah.
But no, like, I do everything when they're in bed, and like on the weekends when we're just sitting on the couch, I'll read the book with a highlighter and mark all the corrections I got to make. My friend Mike is currently coming through for me with the editing, because he actually has a degree in that. So he's like, no, I got you, bro. And then I have to give a big shout out. I don't know if she's ever going to see this. I don't know if she's watching this. Probably not, because she got her own kids and everything going on. But Kate at Kate's Mini Cache, how you say it? Cache.
Cash?
Yeah, that's how I say it. But I've heard cache, cashew.
Oh, you gotta get fancy. Cache.
Tomato. But Kate's Mini Cache, she is actually doing a professional paint job on the entire miniature line for me.
Woo.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of them on your Instagram where she posted them up. Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at my Instagram page and you see like the nails, that's not me, that's her. She is doing such a phenomenal job on them. Like, she's incredible, and she's been so gracious about it, and and she's doing it for me, trading her an entire miniature line for her to paint herself. Cool. So I was like, she really came through, and she's a superstar. So Kate, if you're watching this, I love you. Thank you. You're the best. She is, and so the reason I mentioned that is also because that entire set that she's painting is going to be on display at the table at Long Island Tabletop. So you're going to be there's one she painted.
That's so cool. I love the art style too, like that chibi style.
Yeah.
Dude, I fell in love with chibi, and then it's taking me places. Like, I just love doing it. And yeah, if you go to that post, Ralph,
it reminds me of like the Marvel United pieces, which at first I didn't like, and then I was like, wait, I do like these, and then I realized the whole style was chibi, and I was like, oh, I guess I do really like chibi.
Yeah, you know what, chibi can be done a few different ways. So because I got the license to do this, I had to be Super Dungeon adjacent. Like, I couldn't have their exact style, And a really cool, fun bit, some of the 3D modeling. I actually got 2 of their artists that did some of their miniatures to help me out. So Celia and Heriberto were incredible with it. That's Kate right there. She's awesome. Fantastic human being. She actually just sent me a bunch of stickers today. She, her and her husband is Elder Jester Minis, who, if you're into BattleTech, definitely check out his page. Best BattleTech painter I've ever seen in my life. Phenomenal painter, that guy, for BattleTech. I haven't seen anybody better. But yeah, so that will be on a full display at Long Island Tabletop, so be sure to come through. If you scroll down, Ralph, that dragon is the dragon from mine right there.
Oh,
And I think the last picture she shows, that's an actual chibi dragon. You can see how big it is compared to her hand, because it sits in her hand in the last picture.
oh,
It's massive.
I thought it was much smaller, but looking at that thing, that's huge.
What am I doing with my life? Hold on.
uh-oh.
So here's the one that I painted compared to my head.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
big.
it's like 6 inches tall, 6 inches wide with the wingspan.
Glorious.
Yeah, so
So cool.
this one will be there too. But yeah, that's the miniature line back there, actually, if you can see it.
How
I
many
don't know.
pieces total?
I'd have to count, but I think 21.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I've decided to make a little display for it because I finally am getting it done. So might
That
as
makes
well.
sense, though. You can see it all in one shot instead of having to like go find it.
You know, well, no, you know what it is, like, because if I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, you can see right here. So
Yeah.
this is all Super Dungeon, both sides wide. Over here, this is all Super Dungeon, both sides wide. I'm a fan of the game, obviously. But that centerpiece is going to be all for just displaying all the hard work I did and just really celebrating, like, I did something really cool, and it's one of the things I'm probably the most proud of. Other than being like a dad and stuff, I mean, like, game-wise, it's probably like game-wise, the thing I'm
Different
proud
world.
of. Yeah. But nerd-wise, like, this is like even if I do nothing after this, I'm going to be super proud of this, and like, just, you know, it started for the right reasons, continued for the right reasons, and it's, you know, coming out to the community. I've done everything I can to keep costs down too, because the community's burned. The Kickstarter funded for 1.5 million and nothing was delivered. And there's a lot behind that. So don't think that that's just a detrimental statement to them. It's not that at all. But the community is very burned by it. They're very upset about it. It's been 10 years and we've gotten nothing. And obviously nothing's happening because Ninja Division went out of business. But now this game is coming out. I've kept the cost as low as possible. It's for the community. I mean, like, a single model is like $10, which you'll never find these days anymore.
No.
268-page book of content and rules is going online for free as a PDF. You know, when I actually get the book physically printed, I'm waiting on my test copy to come. Depending on the people that order, I'm trying to keep it around $50, so it's not like, you know, outrageously priced. You know, I'm not trying to make a killing on this. I want to get this out for the community, and then, you know, I'll just take everyone's wallets if it's successful on the next one. You know, not really. I always try to keep it accessible to people because that's, you know, it's the gaming community is a good community for the most part. So I always try and do right by people.
We can tell. Don't worry.
I mean, listen, I've had my few bad encounters in the gaming community, but for the most part, I think the gaming community is usually best intentioned, and I try to maintain doing the same for them. So
I like what I like about the gaming community is if you do run into somebody like that, you get rid of them, and they're not in the space.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. At least your space. They might go to somebody else's space, but.
And one other thing I guess to talk about is just my homebrew Dungeons and Dragons, which is now Old School Essentials, which is essentially old D&D. Just the past month we hit 29 years running.
Woo.
So this year will be 30 years running of my campaign.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah. I'm
So
stoked.
epic.
And just the fun fact about that is one of the guys who's in it has been in it for over almost the whole time. He wasn't there for like the first year, joined the year after, and has been in it since. So he's been in it for 28 years. I got another couple of guys who've been in it for 10 plus years, and then I got two guys who joined in the past 2 years because they played at my tables at Long Island Tabletop, and were like, "Dude, we want to play in your home game so bad." And they turned out to be two really incredible people, so it worked out great. So that's all. That's me. That's me nerding.
I want to say, folks, you better jump in on all of this because it's all beautiful stuff, and you know where to find everybody because they've told you where you can go and find them. A lot of us will be at Long Island Tabletop in March, so if you want to see us all together or most of us together, you can go there. Now you just got to get.
Hold on, Ralph. We should all be there because you're going to bully Morgan into coming.
I was about to say, if I can bully Morgan into coming.
I'm just saying, I went to Mysticon. I'm waiting for it to come to Lit.
You got enough time to set it up, man.
Just to see how New York does it compared to Cali.
I love it. Yes.
Oh, dude, that's
bully me. What do you got? Bully me.
Bully. That's it.
No bully. You're introducing the game, and you want to introduce it at a convention.
And you want to release the audiobook with the guy who did the voice,
Exactly.
on March 7th,
Of course.
And you want to meet Lewis, and you want to meet Justin. They're both going to be there.
Yeah.
I love it. You have one of those holograph things, you on the ground.
I'll see what I can do. I know people.
Oh, man. So, folks, as you can tell, lots of fun. Why don't you tell Drew, why don't you tell them one more time where they can find you?
At team_Drews_basement on Instagram, or the same link tree, like the link tree / team_Drews_basement. And I'm not sure. I don't know if you can confirm it, Ralph. I'm not in front of my computer. I think teamdrewsbasement.com takes you to the Plague Throne website. I think I worked that out. Hey, it does. All right. Yeah. So go to teamdrewsbasement.com for all things chibi.
There you have it, folks. And you want this stuff. And if you can go to Long Island Tabletop and get it personally, you can save on shipping.
Well, spoiler alert, if you do the all-in purchase that buys all the miniatures, it saves you money and gives you free shipping.
Ooh,
that's a good deal.
He's not playing around.
No, you get all 21 miniatures, including the big-ass dragon. It saves you. I have to do the math again. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it saves you like $50 to $80, something like that, on all the minis.
That's great.
And then free shipping in the continental U.S. If you live in Europe, I'm sorry, I can't. It's like $85 to ship it. There's nothing I can do about it.
We're all dealing with shipping.
Please, shipping tariffs. From trying to do these on Kickstarter and GameFAQ, I'm researching warehouses, dude. I'm telling you, I can't. It's a nosebleed trying to figure it out.
It is. It's like doing math, which I hate.
Math. It's worse.
It's worse than math because there's money involved too. So that's
oh my god,
fun.
it makes it worse.
Well, Ralph, I'm going to say
the worst one of that would be playing with somebody else's money.
Yeah.
Well, Ralph, so I'm going to tell one more quick story.
Go for it.
So researching warehouses, and I'm not going to say which one, but it was one of the leading ones in gaming. When I was getting price quotes to okay, if the Kickstarter succeeds, how much is it going to cost to pack and ship all this, blah 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 blah. And they sent me a whole bunch of rates, and my representative at this company was like, all in, blah blah blah. Looking at the boxes, shipping, packing peanuts, whatever. It'll cost you $15 to ship to anywhere in the U.S. for the whole thing. I said, okay, great. And then they go, so whatever you want to charge over that for profit, you can do. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, isn't just shipping? And she told me something I think she regretted telling me, because I tell it every podcast I'm on where we talk about it. Bigger companies will charge you less for a pledge and then charge you $100 on shipping, claiming because of the amount of stuff they're giving you. Meanwhile, their shipping is only like $25.
Yeah.
And that $75 makes up for what they didn't charge you in the pledge.
Yep.
Just to make sure things succeed.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's wild.
And the best part is if you deny the package and say, I'm not paying that shipping, They say, okay, no problem. They don't have to refund you because Kickstarter and GameFound policies, they don't have to refund you. And then they get that stock on their shelves now.
Yeah.
And they never have to send it to you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which is one of the obstacles I ran into when doing this, because when I started talking about shipping prices, people who are already hip to this, which I didn't know people knew about this, or like, well, you're a first-time publisher. How can we trust that you're not going to do this and that and that? I'm like, holy moly! I'm like, I just found out about this. How did you know about this? And apparently, it's a very big thing with some of the bigger companies where you get 100 minis for like an all-in pledge of $99, but then the shipping is $150.
Yeah.
Sneaky move.
So little things.
That's why shipping is always a funny thing to me, especially when you're dealing with the bigger companies. And I'm like, yeah, I trust you.
Yeah. Well, that's why for the U.S. pricing, I just said if you spend over a certain amount of money, like the shipping's just included in the price at that point, because the ship around the U.S. is not terrible for what I'm shipping, because it's pretty light. But yeah, overseas I just can't help. That's just insane. But that's just a little tidbit of information for you all to know.
And now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
The dark side of nerddom.
So Justin, one more time, tell them where they can find you.
www.hellodorkness.com.
There you have it, folks. Go check out you want these books. It's funny because when I first met him, I was talking about the fact that I had just finished doing a Christmas event with my group that I was playing with, where Santa Claus was all tough and badass and was doing a bunch of stuff. And I just found it funny that I ran into you after I had done that.
I mean, like, it's kismet. Some things are meant to happen.
Oh my God. And of course, let's see. Lewis, why don't you tell them where they can find you again one more time?
Yes, of course. You can find all your hidden loot, luxuries, and fragrance and fortunes at www.shopitemget.com.
There you have it. And I'm guessing that's a video because it must have played when I first put it up, and now it's just showing stuff that I watched.
Oh yeah. I was wondering what that was. I need to hire a web developer. Honestly, it's one of those things. So
I'm trying to do it plays automatically, because usually you got to press play and then it plays.
Yeah. It was probably, I think that was the video for the rugs, just for the new.
Ooh. Wait. Let's see.
Probably if you refresh the screen there, Ralph.
Ooh.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, there you go.
And speaking of shipping,
if you scroll up. Yeah, if you scroll up, I was going to say, look at this. You know that they're a good company because free shipping on orders over $50. So
yeah, look right there.
I'm not going to run into any of those problems.
Lewis, are you collabing with Area of Effect? I saw their name on there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
So they sponsored MysticCon year 2. We had their rugs throughout the whole convention. It was epic. Like they look super familiar. And I'm like, what? Nice, man.
Yep, Coley and Jules and I, we're like this right now.
Nice.
We have a lot of people. We have a lot of plans. Yeah.
They're such good people. They actually flew out to the con and got to play with Luke Gygax, and they were just stoked. Such good people, man. Yeah.
No, really, really good. Yeah, we're doing a lot of fun things coming up.
I can't wait to see. Awesome.
Yeah.
So just so people know, how much are the rugs?
So they run anywhere from $3.99 up to $19.99, depending on the sizes, and then we have different sales throughout the year.
It's not that bad. Okay. Well, at least the $3.99 is. But I can just imagine how big that $19.99.
Yeah, that's an 11 by 13.
Whew.
Yeah,
that's a big rug.
That's a big rug.
There's the free shipping on that, right? Right? We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's over $50.
All free shipping. Yeah.
Oh my God. And you say you're probably gonna have 1 or 2 at the convention, right?
So I'll have 3 at the convention, but I'm working with the team to make more so that we can have. I want to have like a little rack, like when you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and they have the rack of.
Yeah.
So we're working on that. Yeah.
That'd be a good way to show it off. You know, people across the room will be like, "Wait, what's that?" Oh my God! All right, time for some heroes. Tell them where they can find you one more time.
Yeah, to make it easy for y'all, on Instagram at heroes_of_evermore. And check it out. Our link tree has everything and anything you guys need. All Heroes of Evermore, Mystic Con, collabs and sponsors, discounted stuff. So appreciate you all. Our book will be there. Audio book will be live at Lit. We're just gonna do that. We're just gonna say it. And
See,
maybe
yeah,
I'll be there
because
myself.
now you have this whole thing happening.
And now we're bullying him to be there too. Oh my God, it's gonna be great.
And so you'll be live at Lit, and maybe Morgan will be live at Lit.
I
So
love it.
here's a fun little story. Here's another way to bully Morgan. It's normally not public knowledge, so I'm just gonna share it. People who I invite to Lit to like vend or demo there, like Mike at the Weathered Dragon,
Yeah.
or when my friends Pat and Adam when they man my booth. Friday night after setup, I take everyone out to dinner. So Morgan, if you come out Friday night, I'm taking you out to dinner with us. So
Okay.
Just
Free dinner and
He's just
free
seducing
shipping.
you now, brother.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'll hold you to it. Was a $100 limit, or how's that work?
no, we really didn't put a limit on. We just went to we went to a restaurant called Grand Lux Cafe. You know, average plates like $20-$30, and we had a couple of drinks, and that's it. Time.
I love it.
Sounds like a fun time.
I would love to, and fully set up my booth. I typically do like the flaming cauldrons, like the gate background, an axe throwing challenge that gets free dice.
Wow.
And then I'll immerse them into like a story in the book where they have to defeat one of the characters in the book. Like I go all out. So I don't know if I can ship all that unless we get free shipping going on.
Oh, bro, if you didn't reserve a booth yet, I think you might be out of luck, bro.
Audiobook works then.
Yeah. You gotta come play, bro.
I know.
Drew, you can just send it to them and see if maybe they have something, but I know that they book really quickly.
Yeah, no, actually what I would recommend doing, Morgan, honestly, if you were planning on wanting to go, would be to contact either Joel at Long Island Tabletop or just go through the application process right through their website.
Okay.
And then just mention that you're my friend and that I've invited you. And
nice.
No, seriously, because I know everybody who organizes and runs it for literally like decades now. So
yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
They like him.
Yeah. and I run every session every year, so they appreciate me. So if I'm like, hey, this guy really wants to come for his first time, if they can make a spot for you, they will.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing location too, like we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, a con and a museum, and that's like doing two events at the same time.
It's a lot of fun. It really is. And the first time it was officially its own thing, that Friday night I went to set up and I brought my son with me when he was real little.
Oh,
and he got to like jump in the helicopters and the planes. He's having a blast. So it's a great time overall.
I was going to say, you must have loved it because that's a fun museum.
It really is.
And if the video games are there, it's even more fun.
They usually have some, up on the second level. Yeah.
They got booths, and you don't have to pay quarters, folks.
Yep. You just play.
You can play some X-Men, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The Simpsons.
Oh, the Simpsons, yeah. They were there too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
All right, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. This has been a fantastic show. Look at all these beautiful people. Most of them will be at Long Island Tabletop in March. So go to Long Island Tabletop in March, and we will give you more information about that. And we're probably going to be doing a Long Island Tabletop special show.
Hell yeah.
Right before the event. With that, I will do what happens on this show, and that's usually this.